Oof, man, this is getting real. Nvidia stock went down another 7% today, which is mind-blowing, right? Well, I guess not too mind-blowing considering this market that we're in, right? So I want to break down the charts on Nvidia, where we could be going in the short term here, where I'm looking to buy more shares, what I did today as well. We have a lot to cover, and we're going to go over their updated numbers because, guys, if a stock keeps dropping 5-10% every day, the numbers, the ratios are changing. So we're going to take a look at those again in this video. But first, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And join my free email newsletter where I send out my top stocks every single week. Put your first name and your email address using that link down below. And now let's dive into it. So, my goodness, the markets today. I'm sure you guys saw my last video. If you didn't, let me show you quickly what happened. We had the VIX, the volatility index, up 50% on the day, which is just insane. I can't remember the last time we had that kind of day on the VIX, right? 50% on the VIX in the green today. We had the S&P 500 index. Let me show you this, down 5.8%. QQQ went down over 6% on the day, with the Russell index down 4.3%, which it's crazy to say that's the best performing index, and it's down 4.3% on the day. And I'm pretty sure I was just reading that Dow Jones had the worst 2 days in a row ever, right? I'm pretty sure that's what I was reading before this video. Think about that. 2 days of destruction for the Dow Jones. Now it's back under 40,000 points, and we had gold down 2%, silver down another 7.5%. And the crazy thing is, last I checked, when it comes to Bitcoin, crypto actually has not been getting hit too much. Crazy enough. Bitcoin, last I checked, it could be worse now. I don't know. But it was at 80 to 82K, which over the last couple of days, it's pretty much held that level, which kudos to Bitcoin, man. That's pretty good. I don't know if that's going to last, quite frankly. We'll see over the weekend how that does. As we all know, the stock market's closed over the weekend, so we can see and watch the crypto market to kind of get an idea of maybe what to expect for the following week in stocks, right? And who knows what's going to come over the weekend. God knows the news that we're going to get regarding tariffs, Trump, China. We all know they just slapped retaliatory tariffs on the U.S. now on all imports starting April 10th, 34% import tariffs there. Insane. The trade war is escalating, guys, and that is why, again, obviously, we saw the drop today, the VIX up 50%, and Nvidia is getting to very interesting levels. If you guys have been watching my updates, I've been pounding the table saying when it gets to $90 to $95, I'm going to start going heavier on the stock. I bought more today. I'm starting to go heavier in Nvidia, and now we're pretty much at the same level we were at over the summer. Back in August, we hit about $90 a share in the beginning of August, right? We're there now. We're back to that point. You guys see this this support I drew out, and if things get even uglier here, man, we could be slipping. Let's draw out some trend lines. Let's see where we could be going. I mean, another big support that's prominent on this one-year chart is $75. $75 was the low from around a year ago. So I guess technically year over year, looking at last April, we're still up about $20 a share on Nvidia. We're still up a decent amount percentage-wise, about 23%. But I don't know if that's going to hold, honestly, this $90 level. If we fall through this point and fill the gap down anywhere towards $75, $80 in this window right here, this is where I'm going to load the boat. And I mean load the boat, not just nibble, not just buy a little here and there like I have been the last couple of trading days. Today I went a little bit heavier, but if it gets anywhere near 75, I'm going to be buying like a madman, you know what I mean? Because this stock is a game changer at these valuations, especially if it gets down to $75, $80, $85. It is an absolute game changer. And I think long term, Nvidia is going to be well over $200 a share. And with that projection, and that's not too far away, by the way, with that $200 projection, it's a multi-bagger stock if it gets down to $70, $80, I think it's going to go over $200. It's not guaranteed, obviously, but that is where I believe this thing is heading. So this drop, I know it sucks in the short term. Oh my God, wait a second. We're down 40% on Nvidia right now. Wait a second. Yeah, man, we're down 40% from all-time highs. I get it. It freaking sucks. It's unbelievable, but you got to view it as a gift from the investing gods, not just Nvidia, but the entire stock market. Even if you're buying index funds, which I am as well. I bought VTI. If you're buying any quality stock, quality index fund, it's a gift from the investing gods at this point. And even if it gets worse, we talked about in my previous video, QQQ is officially in a bear market. SPY is pretty much as well now. I think the Russell has been. The Dow probably is in a bear market as well right now. So welcome to the 2025 bear market pretty much now, right, guys? No, the Dow's not in one yet. It's down 15% from highs, but QQQ and SPY are in one. And if this bear market gets worse, let's say we get down 30%, 35% from highs on QQQ, which is possible here in the short term if things get uglier next week, we're going to be getting some unbelievable deals out there that you're going to be thanking yourself for buying in years to come. Trust me. This is like buying during the COVID crash, during the crash we saw, maybe not, obviously not '08 or the dot-com bubble. We're nowhere near that level at this point. Don't get it twisted, guys. But if you're looking here on SPY, this is very similar to a drop what we saw back in 2020. We saw a drop in 2022, right? We had a bear market, obviously not as drastic and fast dropping as this one, but we had one in 2022. We had a little drop in 2018. I'm not sure if you guys were investing then, but we're getting a decent drop here. And look at this chart. It still looks ridiculously bullish. I mean, on the monthly chart on SPY and QQQ. Relax, guys. This is how the cookie crumbles sometimes, in other words, and take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. So if we're looking at the numbers behind Nvidia right now, it is trading at a market cap of $2.3 trillion. You guys see that right here, and a price to earnings ratio of 32. Trailing 12-month PE, it's a 32, which is nuts considering other companies that grow barely at all, they have similar multiples. Think about that. Similar multiples as Nvidia, which is projected to grow revenues 66% this upcoming quarter. They're going to report for, and for 2020, this year right now, they're projected to grow revenues 56% from last year. Think about that. The company's growth has slowed down for sure. Don't get it twisted, but it's still growing big time, right? And looking at the forward PE now, it's a 22. It's a 22, guys. Oh my goodness, man. 22 forward PE. So for me, this is a great value right now. I wouldn't say it's a bargain basement value unless it got down to like $70. In that case, yeah, it's bargain basement. But at this point, it's very attractive in terms of individual stocks. And I'm not saying to go all in or go crazy and make it like half of your portfolio. I'm not doing that, guys. Let me be transparent. I have about 10, 15 stocks and ETFs across my portfolios, and Nvidia is one of them, and it's not a massive position, but it is going to become my biggest individual stock holding at this rate, and it's going to be around 12 to 15% of my portfolio. That's the goal. Maybe if it gets to a ridiculous valuation, bargain basement, Maybe I'll get it to, 20% of my portfolio. I don't like getting individual stocks that big, but I do make exceptions when I see unbelievable deals out there. And Nvidia is getting to a point where it might be that, it might get to that point. It's not there yet, but if we get down to 80, 75, I might have to go even heavier on it and make it 20% of my portfolio. As crazy as that sounds to some people out there, that's how much conviction I have in this thing. And, I keep on buying. Today I bought heavier than I did the last couple of days. And the lower we're going to go, the heavier I'm going to buy. So that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with me? What are you guys doing? I'm curious. Run the likes up. Don't forget to subscribe and join the free email list where I send out my top stocks weekly. That is linked down below, and it's free, guys. Get in there. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.